welcome back to another gadget report. Let's talk gadgets. And after a little bit of a pause, I had a few personal issues to deal with, and that's why we had these 2 weeks without gadget report. And there will be another one at the end of this month. There will be another week that I won't be able to record videos, but I promise I will be coming up with more surprises in 2024, and I'll keep it as frequent as possible. So, uh, apologies aside, and let's talk gadgets. And today I'm talking about British Airways. You know, it's one of my favorite. I love talking about British Airways, and especially when I find things that are interesting and that may interest you, of course. Of course, that if you are living in the UK and more specifically in London, this is a very good one for you. So I'm talking about a press release that was actually released on 30th of October, so the last day of October, and it says that British Airways has operated its first flight to Latvia in a while. So it's been a while since they haven't been flying there, and apparently they are now doing it again. So let's talk gadgets. Come with me. Let's talk British Airways. So let's talk gadgets and let's talk British Airways. You know how much I love to talk about British Airways. Is definitely one of my favorite airlines. And when I read this press release from the 30th of October, I really got excited because I think it's good news for the airline. It's good news for European travelers. And obviously, I always like to talk about good things and good vibes for everyone. So this was, as I said, published. It's a press release that was published on the 30th of October. I'll leave the link below so you can read the entire press release. And in this press release, British Airways announced that in the previous day, so that would have been 29th of October, its first flight in 15 years, actually more than 15 years, the airline said, landed in Riga, the capital of Latvia. So the airline hasn't been flying to this destination for all these years, and now finally there has been another flight going there, and British Airways has started to fly to Latvia again. And this was very, very exciting news, obviously, for people that live in the UK and would like to visit Latvia, or Latvians that may be living in the UK and have another alternative to fly home. I think that is a very, very, very good thing. In the press release, it says that the first flight was received in the best possible way. Customers were greeted as they exit the aircraft with traditional drummers, which I think it must have been amazing. I would love to have been there and have experienced such a cultural thing and an amazing thing. I think if you go to a country, either you're going back to your own country for a holiday, or if you are a tourist that you're visiting a new country, being greeted in such an amazing way just lifts up the mood and just lifts up your spirit and just makes you feel happy. Even if you are tired of maybe a few hours flight, I don't think from Heathrow to Latvia would be that much, but I know in Australia we always think about that because anywhere we go, it's a long flight. Unless, of course, we are doing it domestically, and that can be, obviously, we can have short flights from, for example, Sydney to Melbourne, or Melbourne to Sydney, or Sydney to the Gold Coast, or Sydney to the Central Coast. to the Sunshine Coast, rather, something like that. But even within the country, we can have long flights. If we try to fly to Perth, it would be 4 hours. So, which probably would be about the same thing that these passengers took from Heathrow to Latvia. This is total speculation. I have no idea of the exact time of this flight, but it could possibly be something along these lines. So, in the press release, British Airways also says that they will be resuming their flights between Heathrow Terminal 5 to the Latvian capital, and they will be operating these flights on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So if you are thinking about visiting Latvia, these are the dates that you should go for. The flights will be operated with a mix of Airbuses 320 and 321, and return fares, according to British Airways, are available from €85, which would be 73 Great Britain pounds, so 73 pounds. Or in case you have Avios, you know that the British Airways currency, or e-currency, you can actually do that for €1 and 23,500 Avios. So that's what you need to do these flights. Actually, I just found out the duration of the flight, and it's 2 hours and 50 minutes. So you will take longer to fly from Sydney to Perth than from London to Riga. And they say customers can enjoy the quintessential British product and service. And of course, I cannot stress enough how much I actually loved the British service. I have very good memories of British Airways, and that's why when I actually saw this, I really got excited, because as I said, and that's part of what I predicted, it would be part of our year of 2023, 2024, that airlines and things would start coming to normal. And now we'll be doing that video next on the first week of December. Remember, I have to revisit my video of the beginning of the year, where I predicted our aviation would travel in 2023. I will be doing that. But this is in sync with actually what I said. More destinations could be created and more options. I think that's very good news. I see this with other airlines. This week I will be also publishing, or I published yesterday. I say I will be publishing because, as you know, I always record my videos 1 week prior to publication, and I usually publish my articles 1 day before my video. So this article I'm talking about was published yesterday, of Qantas also opening another destination from Perth to Paris. So this is good. There's more option, there's more offer in the market, and that's what we want. And I believe for British customers, this is a very good option, even for Australian customers that want to travel the Latvian capital. Maybe that's an option. I have no idea in terms of connection flights. You probably can get to Riga some other way rather than having to go through London, but I think it might be an option as well. So that's why I decided to talk about this today, because I think it is a very interesting thing, and I always love to talk about my favorite airlines. So for today, I hope you like this gadget report about this news of British Airways and these flights to Latvia. If you are in the UK, I'm sure you probably are excited about this. But let me know. Have you already experienced, since we are already in November, so it's been a few weeks since those flights started. Have you been in one of these flights? How was your experience? Or even more special than that, have you been in that first flight and were greeted with Latvian traditional dramas when you got there? Let us know everything about it, because I think it must have been truly amazing. It must have been a really good welcoming. And of course, if you have any other suggestion to make about some topic about aviation that you would like me to discuss in our gadget reports, please leave your comment below. I'll be very, very, very happy to accommodate all your suggestions. And put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.